Hey gang, I'm Mr. Phil. This is The Workshop and you're watching Weekly Update episode 18. And it's kind of ridiculous to think that we're on the 18th episode of Weekly Update when this really started as just a kind of spur of the moment way of me talking to you guys for a quick update on a few small things. And I didn't think it was going to carry on into this exciting thing that I love doing every single week, but here we are, and Weekly Update is about to begin now. As you see, I'm waving this paintbrush around in your face for a good reason, and that's because I've really enjoyed mixing in the use of conventional paintbrushes when I'm doing color. And a lot of you have already seen this little orange paintbrush flapping around during your color sessions, and I've been using these on everything from lightener to base coverage to balayage ombre to your highlights to your overall color melts and blends. I mean, I've been using, I'll say it this way, if I'm doing color lately, I'm most likely using one of these. And it's allowed me to create some really different blending effects that I am super excited to do now that I have a better understanding on how the paintbrush fits in with my standard color brush. Sometimes I might start a color session using only the color brush, or sometimes only using the paintbrush. But in any case, sometimes changing out a tool is a great way to boost inspiration and develop even more creativity. So that's been a lot of fun using my little paintbrush here. Other fun things that I've stumbled upon in the past week or two, the next big one actually has to do with that product behind me from Aloxxi. What I've been finding is that the barbering clients that I have many of, and I love barbering, and I love the fact that I'm now mixing in Aloxxi with barbering, and I'll tell you what, there have been some effects on your hair styling, your washout, I mean just every piece of barbering now is including Aloxxi. And I've been using a lot of the Aloxxi leave-in conditioning detangler spray to start out sectioning your haircuts. And I've also been using a lot of the hydrating shampoo at the back bar and mixing that in with an express reparative treatment mask session for you guys. And it's been really eye-opening to work with and see how the barbering side of the business is changing by way of using all of my different Aloxxi favorites. And so here's a little pro team tip that I have been working on lately to get a great pompadour with lots of volume and height, but also with softness. I've been prepping the hair with the Aloxxi thermal spray and then taking a bit of the thickening serum and running that through the hair and blowing it out with, of course I can't find it now. Where's my Denman? Oh. And then blowing it out with a Denman 7-row brush. So this combination of thickening serum, thermal spray, and the Denman has been a really great, successful way to give the pompadour its height, its volume, and its softness and movement before you lock it down with some pomade. So it's been really cool to see how Aloxxi has improved the barbering game here in the workshop. And talking about things that have improved my game, I now have my What's New board. And when I was out in Texas for Train the Trainer with Aloxxi, Lauren and I sat down and began discussing what we can do as salon suite owners to keep everybody informed, inspired, and creative. And one of the ideas was to build the What's New board. And as you can see on the screen here, I've got a couple promotions ranging from Come Color With Me, and that's going to be for anyone first time doing color with me, you'll earn a free haircut in your first color session. And then you'll also see my promotion for the pre-book rewards. And that means is that at the end of your current session, if you pre-book your next follow-up visit, you'll automatically be entered into the monthly raffle. And then over here, you'll see a little talkie card about Aloxxi minis for $28. You get a complete set of samples from Aloxxi. It's the same strength and the same product as what you'd buy in full-size retail, but in a more manageable, triable size, so you can pick out your favorite Aloxxi product and get using it in a smaller, travel-friendly size. And then of course I just put up Viva Aloxxi on the board just to show you guys that we have our own magazine. And that's also going to be loaded with recipes on hair color formulations, news and Aloxxi product know-how, you name it. It's a wonderful resource for not only me as an Aloxxi stylist, but for you guys to take inspiration for your next hair magic. And that's a What's New board. It's been a week of having it on the wall and I love it. I love the fact that I can just quickly jot a note on it. I could write down a special promotion message, or I could tack up a magnetized promotional card as you see here to keep you guys interacting with what's going on in the workshop. And lastly, talking about things that have made my life easier in the past week, it's the new color bar. And this has been a full week with it here in the workshop, and it's a wonderful locker that I've now figured out a system for. Along the top, I've got my scale, got my color bowls, I've got my brushes, my whisks, and all of the developer and lightener on the top. Having a dedicated space to formulate, mix, and store color has been such a boost in efficiency, and it's been keeping me on task a little bit better because I don't have to worry about clearing space on the main locker if I have to do a color with 2 bowls, 3 bowls, and then go into a haircut. I'm no longer looking for space to move stuff around. So the color bar is in effect, and we're going to continue learning and growing on what to do with this nice brand new locker as the days goes on. That's really it, guys, for this week. Not too much to cover. I've just been having a lot of fun diving into a lot of new tips and tricks on coloring, cutting, styling. I've just been pushing myself to be more creative behind the chair because after all, I'm having a great time doing it. So the more fun that we have during our sessions, I think is really helping shape a new signature look for each and every one of you. I've been so proud of the different looks that have come out of this workshop in the past couple of weeks. And you're gonna see more coming up because this week, after this episode airs, I have some really awesome projects that I will be photographing for sure. And maybe I might get some stylized video of these different looks that I'll be generating between now and the end of this week. So again, as always, guys, if you have any ideas of things that you would like to see covered here in Weekly Update, feel free to message me, shoot me over your ideas. I would love to know what you guys want to see covered here in Weekly Update. I'm waving my hands around kind of like a crazy man here. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but I always appreciate all your support. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. This is Mr. Phil, signing off.